Greetings and welcome to Business Glide. Definitely the only name in matters business and public policy. I'm yours truly, Richard Mwenje. Such a pleasure and honor to have you on board yet again. And today we continue with our coverage on matters dockets actually in Ruto's administration, and particularly those that are actually very crucial and continue to face some systemic failures in the administration. Yet it is high time they should be addressed today, if not yesterday. With me to help me cover this particular subject is none other than this person many consider Luhya's biggest export after the late Wamalwa Kijana and Martin Shikuku, Herman Manyora.
I'm an export now.
Not even Wetangula. Why you? They consider you the third.
So obvious.
With no portfolio in government?
Ni kujaribu tu.
Kujaribu?
Ni Mungu.
Na maombi.
Na maombi.
You have God and the people.
I'm telling you.
All right, sir. Let's look at this particular docket that will be handed over to Aisha Jumwa should be given the green light by the parliament.
Yes.
That is, of course, matters with public service. Therein, we've seen some damning reports when it comes to workplace diversity and fairness. You've seen damning reports last year, actually early this year, coming. You've seen Kenyatta Referral and Teaching Hospital being said 70% of the workforce comes from one ethnic tribe, that is the Kikuyu, etc.
Yes.
Probably within this new administration, how then do we best address the issue of workplace diversity, fairness in job creation and employment, etc.?
You know, this issue of a few tribes dominating our
parastatals,
not just politics but the employment, getting more their fair share, has been with us for a while. In fact, the Commission on Integration and Cohesion undertook a study or a survey and found out that the Kikuyu, I think, have more than their fair share, and I think the Kalenjin and so on and so forth. So it's not a new thing. It has to be addressed because, like I keep saying, the only way we can have sustainable peace in this country is if everybody who lives in this country feels they are part of this country. And there's no better way of people feeling they are part of this country than for us sharing equitably and equally what we have.
I see.
Yes.
You are a senior citizen, and this far, I'm sure you've passed down the ladder to many young people who are promising. But then again, right now, many young people feel that you must have a godfather to make your way into public service and actually in a more rewarding position and job. We've seen this coming out as a trend, of course, of setting many people from underprivileged families, yet they have the merit and actually the purpose and everything they are in. The place of merit in jobs in government. Do you think Ruto's administration, based on what he has done with the Jubilee administration, do you think this time round he'll probably address the issue of meritocracy in jobs and public service?
I am not sure.
You've seen his PS list nominees, CS nominees.
But if what we are seeing is anything to go by, then that will be expecting too much. I don't think they will address it. This is not something you can address in a very simple way. It requires a well thought out idea. I had an idea. I had wanted to sell it to Baba if he had become president, because I can access him much more easily than I can access Ruto. I mean, if I called Raila and I told him, even if he was president, maybe he'll give me an appointment, maybe, for his aides. I had wanted to sell this idea of a National Employment Bureau or Placement Services Board, whatever you call it. My idea is simple. Let there be an arrangement like there used to be one in Nairobi industrial area, I think, maybe across the country, where if you want a job, you go to the Minister of Labor. That's how it was. And they will have received vacancies from various companies within industrial area. So Coca-Cola wants so many, and the people just queue ID and I wanted to have a data base or bank where every Kenyan who thinks they need a job feature. You bring your bio, you bring your information, we put it inside there. If you want to update, there will be that chance to update your CV. Now, the next thing I thought we could do, and which is the only way you can remove tribalism, is to say no government department, no government agency, no parastatal, no university will ever employ people. No governor will ever employ people. You just say, I want to employ 10 clerks. That approval is given. Yes, Vihiga County is allowed to employ 10 clerks of this grade. The kind of people they need, the DNA. These are people whose qualifications are 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all. Then the governor or the county dispatches it to the National Employment Bureau, who then match what they want with the people they have there. And post somebody to you. If they are interviewing, they do themselves. They bring you. That way you will not need to know anybody in this country to get a job. And that's the only way you can help poor people.
But don't you think we can actually tap into that conduit by using the National Bureau of Statistics that is currently in here?
No, even we have a national employment agency there. It's not working. It has to be operationalized in such a way nobody ever employs. A governor, county never employs. You have what you want approved, it goes to National Employment Bureau. The university wants to employ or to promote people. Everybody, nobody employs. Nobody. You only say with the people you want, approval is sought, approval is then given, and then the request is sent. Say you want 10 doctors, 5 doctors in your county, I get your marakwet. What kind of doctor? General doctors, general practitioners, entry level, those who finished university the other day. Okay, fine. How many? 5. Approved. That request is sent to National Employment Bureau, and they bring Eligio Malakwet 5 doctors. You don't need to know anybody to get a job. And nobody within the government structure ever employs even one, even a governor cannot employ a driver alone. Even a driver, he can't.
Probably only a personal assistant and that.
Not even a personal assistant. You employ nobody. You just say what you want. Approval is granted if it is okay, according to budgets and other things. And then that request is, that specification is sent to the National Registration Bureau, and it's a computerized system. So human influence even there is minimal. It is highly computerized. You see?
I see.
That's the only way you can talk of merit. Because I'm putting that in consideration, the fact that this is Kenya. We don't have values, and therefore you cannot expect people to employ a poor man's son, because they will employ somebody who has bought them a drink. Mtu ameenda amefunga ng'ombe kwake, mtu amempa bahasha 1,100. We want to end that, and you must do it in a systemic, structured manner.
We have seen the government is trying to address the gap, the skills gap in the current labor market. And they have introduced the all year-round internship opportunities for many Kenyans. But these youths came on board very expectant of a job at the end of the it. Many people from medical schools, from other sectors of the economy, they are working out unemployed. Yet the government will come on board and say, we still don't have enough doctors, enough nurses there in. How then do you explain such mismatch whereby we're also demanding for this labor, but when the youths come on board, all we're giving them are internships and they walk away? Many of them very qualified. Is it that you don't have enough money to hire as the government or what?
The internship program, on the face of it, is a good idea. In fact, young people are happy to be given that 12-month opportunity to earn a living. But it is as useless as the kazi kwa vijana. You see, kazi kwa vijana,
short-term intervention.
We take boys and girls and put them on the road with a slasher. They are doing nothing, they are just rapping stories. They even think government is stupid, because I always talk to them. Whenever I'm driving, I know this, I stop. Kazi kwa juzi nimefanya ngong. Kazi kwa vijana? Yes. So what are you doing here? They laugh. Say, this government is stupid. Populist and foolish. There are many things those boys can do to help build the economy and to feel they are useful, to feel they are contributing. During the Great Depression in America, what the president did was to start many public works. You are developing America, rebuilding America after the war. It was 1939, I think. I can't remember the years. The Great Depression. You are rebuilding America, but you are also putting money in the hands of young people. And you are killing unemployment. You see, Hitler chose to put them into the army. Hundreds of thousands of them. Here we just thoughtless. It's completely thoughtless, stupid, and useless. Internship. They just hire you on intern 12 months and they send you somewhere. Even those people don't know you are coming, or even if you come, they have nothing. You just sit there. You even feel useless. So what you are saying is, why can't we march? Look for where there is actual need. There's a gap. People in a certain department need somebody to work. You know? Mm-hmm. You take somebody there. But this is a formality. For that the government may be seen to be doing something, and then what the government is doing is just stupid. We should stop being this stupid, honestly.
We are seeing every other time backlog in the Office of the Auditor Generals. Yeah. There are so many interns.
Take people there. Let them be given work. Take people relevant.
Go through all the files.
Yeah, let them work. Mm-hmm. Don't put somewhere just as a matter of formality that we have 10,000 students, people on internship. So the government feels it is doing that is there was a student, there was an intern at the Nairobi University. She helped me when I was arranging my scripts. I got to talk to her. There were actually two, but I think there were two or no, the other one was not an intern. This intern. She told me, I've been here for 12 months, it is expiring, and so how was it? I've just been thrown in an office there with a chair, and I do nothing. That's why she was allocated to me to I think I was doing something about exams, arranging, just to come and help. She's just idle. 12 months. This government, my friends, by this government I don't mean Ruto's government, because this thing has been there for a number of years. We should enter into things that make sense.
I see. Close related to matters hiring in the public service comes the defense docket. And therein, you've loaded their efforts this fund, the precision in how they actually execute their duties. But the biggest nightmare in there that is actually in the public record is also recruitment malpractices. KDF itself has brought forth many officers whom they have actually been prosecuted for such. Whereby you go there, we are looking for the best boys to join the Kenya Navy, but you take a boy who goes to the Kenya Navy still grossly incompetent in it. When it comes now to hiring, say in our forces, be it the police force, be it the Kenya Defense Forces, how long is it going to take us for us to slay this giant that is malpractice in recruitment in very crucial dockets such as security?
You know, military, let's face it, it's not for everybody. No. That's why the police and the army was filled with the Kamba and the Kalenjin. Before independence and the first years after independence. Today, there was this unfortunate incident in Mombasa where a lady with her child, the vehicle moved up into the lake and they died into the sea, Mombasa, in the ocean. So there was a woman rep, I think, from Lamu. She talked very passionately. Sema sisi tuna vijana hapa ambao wamekaa kwa bahari hii wanaielewa. They can go inside there without diverse equipment. Wanatafuta pesa kule ndani nini? What was she saying? When you want to hire coast guards, you are hiring somebody who is seeing water for the first time. You want somebody to go in the Navy, anaona bahari mara ya kwanza anapokuja Navy. You know, sometimes we are. So that's the first thing. The second thing, we have made the army and the police and these other places just like another source of employment.
Not passion to serve the country?
Yeah, so people will be tempted to buy, as we are told, even 500 kijana apate kazi. Sio aende jeshi, apate ka. Let people go into the army know they are going kwa jeshi. And I suggest very simple. After training, a year or two, no distant, kwa border na Uganda, na Somalia. Not many people will go to the army.
Some will quit, you mean?
Hata kuingia, wataingia the first time. 3 years on the border. Manning the border, Kenya, Somalia, with all the challenges that are there. See watu wengi wataenda kukiu. A person will know this is not a joke. Lakini hao wakubwa wanapeleka watoto yao. Then place jokes, they are taking the very nice places.
Laid back officers.
Then even some of them, I understand, even during this foreign service, whatever kama ya Somali mission, they are not taking the front line, wanaweka safe place, they make money, they come back. No! Ujue tu ukiingia jeshi, utaenda kwa border. Now we have serious activities in those areas. Ukiingia polisi, ukitoka Kajiado, you are not taken to Vihiga police station. Nyeri police station.
Baragoi.
You are taken to Baragoi for 2 years. You are trained on stock theft. Tribal, what are this called? What are these people called?
Shifter.
Not shifter. These are the Baragoi. What are they? Cattle rustler and all this stock theft. Like Kipia. For the first 3 years. Hakuna mtu ataenda polisi na kununua. Hakuna mtu atanunua kuingia polisi.
The son of a poor man wants out the nation. It's only the person who will make
Not necessarily the son of a poor man. Even sons from Leleshwa, Lavington. People who want service. They have the jeshi in them. They have the police in them. They are there.
I see.
But now we make police and army a source of employment. People will continue buying for their weak people. Let me tell you a story quickly. I was telling someone day before yesterday, I think yesterday. We were having a drink somewhere near our village. Then somebody became so stubborn. He wants to beat us. I was sympathizing with this guy because I was seated with somebody from the GSU. I said, we are safe. This guy at Amalizwa, does he know we are seated with the GSU man here? Wacha endelee hivi. Then he slapped one of us. Pop! Then I looked at my GSU man.
A coward.
When he saw my eyes, he stood up. Akalimwa pop chini.
Yes. And there is Manyora.
I was the oldest man, but I'm the one who beat him up. Because me, I can be very bad. When I was young, the number of people I've beaten, you cannot play about. Even at my age now, I can beat 10 people like you. I beat that guy thoroughly. My GSU man was down. That's what I'm talking about. You would expect somebody working with the GSU is even physically capable. But we have turned this thing into sources of employment. Kijana apate kazi. Hapana! Kijana anaenda kuwa askari. Na miaka ya kwanza 3 atakuwa Baragoi huko. Kama ni polisi.
A real guardian at the gate.
Yes.
I see.
Na kama ni jeshi atakuwa mpaka yetu na Somalia. Uone kama watu watanunua kazi ya jeshi.
All right. Probably Aden Duale is watching. He's your good friend. Definitely,
yes.
He might
yes.
adjust to it should he
yes.
get the docket. Very lastly, as we wrap up the show, we have seen another docket here, water irrigation and sanitation. You are here living in close proximity, I would say, to Langata, where Kibera is hosted there.
Yes.
You've walked through our slums. We are in Nairobi.
I've lived there.
You've actually lived there.
Yeah.
We have all these water and sewerage companies in almost every municipality. It's still such a crisis to access water even in Kibera. And when it comes to open sewages meandering through the CBD of this city that is Nairobi, until when will our cities be such of low face value to the international arena? Sewages all over the place, water penetration in the city, still a crisis.
My pet topic has been about Kenya being a poor, dirty, third world country. People stop me in the streets. They call me Mr. Poor, dirty, third world country. I say, yes. It is embarrassing and shameful. Human waste must be handled so that human beings have dignity about them. There's dignity for a human being begins with hygiene. Dignity for a human being begins with hygiene. Okay? That's why with the levels of civilization, one day a guy was introducing himself as he was in Russia. So he had visited us in Langata. And people were saying, what do you do? Say, me I'm an attendant, a cleaner. So somebody got shocked. Then he saw it before the guy. He told him, but you, Kenya, you're funny. You think a toilet there is like your toilet here? You can go there and eat your food in that toilet. The highest level of hygiene comes with the highest level of civilization and human dignity. So the sort of things you find in Nairobi.
President Ruto has made a declaration. He said once he puts the Bible down after the swearing in, he's going to go after cartels. Mike Mbuvi Sonko, the former governor of Nairobi, said the problem with sanitation in Nairobi and water penetration is because of the cartels, even in garbage collection.
If Ruto is just maybe joking, Manyora Kingia State House, the first day I gained the State House, all these water bosses, you not see one of them.
And garbage collection trucks?
Convert your truck here kubeba maji na kuuza. Find conversion, convert it to do another job. The day I'm sworn in, when I land State House, hakuna boss hata moja utaona Nairobi. Moja. One. That's, let me tell you this.
How do they get the
We
water?
will continue being a poor, dirty third world country until we get a president who means business. One man or woman have said, State House, moja tu ameingia hivi. Hii vitu ya kuuza hata moja. I see one, just one, moving in Nairobi, there will be trouble.
Sakaja probably is not at State House, but he's at City Hall. If you will have been in City Hall at Sakaja, where do you start the fight against?
I have repeated this thing of City Hall. I've said a governor in Nairobi cannot do anything. It starts with City Hall, with the State House.
Just a kilometer away.
State House. You don't lie to me, a governor can do anything in Nairobi. All these cartels enjoy protection from State House. And or near proximity to State House. As a governor. And again, I have said, the city of Nairobi cannot be equated to Kirinyaga County, Trans Nzoia County. It can't be a county within that understanding of a county. And it never works like that anywhere, where there's devolution. The city of Nairobi requires special status. Special status to be managed differently from other counties. That's the first thing. Secondly, you need the goodwill of the president to handle Nairobi. Because this is where all the cartels are resident. That's why I'm saying I'm President Manyora. The first day, hizi lori zinauza maji. Moja tu nikiona nikisikia imeonekana mahali. My friend.
Probably they should be in
I will want the people of Nairobi to get clean water.
Piped to their houses.
And I've repeated, Kibra, if I'm the president, if 5 years of my term and Kibra bado iko, I will kill myself.
There you have it. A better place to wind up this conversation today, talking on matters public service, matters defense, of course, employment opportunities in the public service, and what the next cabinet secretary in charge of that docket should do to ensure that every Kenyan gets these opportunities through a fair platform. And whether he or she is coming from an underprivileged or privileged family, they still are sons and daughters of this country. Well, there you have it. Time for Fun of the Week. It's none other than Derek Mureithi in Netherlands.
From Netherlands, Derek Mureithi, thank you very much for being part of this family. Thank you very much.
All right, keep glued to other subsequent editions of Business Glide coming to you every week, actually twice every week. Also, an exciting edition every week of Siasa Brigade with me, Richard Mwenja. Until next time, God bless. Up next on your screen is the Business Glide African Proverb of the Day.